All right, folks, so a little bit of a different video here today. Here's a set that I hope everybody remembers very well, Ikoria Lair of Behemoth. You're probably thinking, why are we opening this set 3 years later after it came out? Well, that's why we're opening it. I want to do a happy birthday to Ikoria. This is a pretty cool set, and it is turning 3 on April 24th. April 24th, 2020 specifically, is when Ikoria came out, and that of course was a very interesting time. This was the first set to come out during the COVID pandemic. Really, April 2020, it came out right at the very beginning of the pandemic when people were like, what's going on? So I think its official release date was the 24th, and then they pulled in the Asia release date, and then it actually didn't get launched till May or something. This was just before I got back in to Magic the Gathering, so I missed this chaos, but I remember that I was starting to get back into it at the very beginning of the pandemic, and I heard about all the chaos that went around this set, and I just thought, let's open this. It is the third birthday of Ikoria, right around the, let's see the upfront camera with this, as you would have seen it 3 years ago in your local game shop. You can see complete with 3 rows of packs right there. And yeah, so that's really what we have right here is our beautiful box of Ikoria. And I want to do a happy birthday to Ikoria. This is an interesting set for a few reasons. I don't know how I describe this, but I kind of describe this as the last real set of Magic the Gathering. There's our beautiful Ikoria box that we'll take very good care of. And yeah, I describe this as the last old style version set, whatever you want to call it, old style, real Magic the Gathering, right? So the last kind of block of Magic was Throne of Eldraine, Theros, Ikoria, Core Set 2021, and then we jumped into the chaos that was Zendikar and sort of the modern era. So in Ikoria, we really only had draft packs, and we had draft and collectors, and that's really it, right? We didn't have all this crazy set boxes. We didn't have a commander deck with every single set. We really just had draft packs, and I think collector's boxes were released in, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I want to show off all my pulls here. I think collector's boxes were introduced in this block, so they were introduced with Throne of Eldraine, and then continued on through Ikoria. But look at that art. We just don't really see this art anymore. But so it was, Ikoria was the last main set of this kind of older era with these nice little pull tabs on the draft packs. Then we went into Core Set 21, which is always kind of core sets are always a little different feeling. But yeah, after that, we went into Zendikar, where you had set boxes, where you had commander decks with every release. This super high increase in the number of variants went up with Zendikar. So I always feel whenever I describe the change, and unfortunately a lot of the anger that people have with Magic the Gathering and frustration. Oh wow, there we go. That's a very good way to start off the box. And this is when foils still mattered. And actually, this is a pretty good foil to get that we got in this last pack. Bonder's Enclave. It's a pretty good land card, utility land. So pretty good way to start this off. Song of Creation, Keenan, both pretty good. But whenever people talk about Ikoria, I always feel this is one of, I just kind of describe it as the last set of Magic the Gathering as I remember it. And well, frankly, I mean, I played Magic the Gathering 20 years ago around Mercadian Masks, 7th edition, Apocalypse. I got out of it, and then wow, these are some pretty nuts rares. So let's put our Mythics over here, our good rares down here, and then I'll save some space up here for bulk rares and stuff. Maybe I'll do that like that. This is actually a good rare. I'm gonna put that down there. Let's do this. Yeah, so I mean, anyway, so that older era ended a long time ago once they kind of changed the borders around. What was that, 2003 or something with like 8th edition. They changed the borders of the cards, but like still, I feel like Ikoria was, you know, foil still meant something, right? In Ikoria, when, you know, you didn't have set boosters and things like that, where you just got these foils all the time. So, you know, little things like that, I think, you know, make Ikoria, again, like this is the last set of like Magic. Wow, 2 mythics already. What is going on? Last like set of Magic the Gathering, as you know, I sort of remember it back in the day. So, you know, a cool set to open. It's the celebration of like the 3-year anniversary of Ikoria coming out. I said, let's go ahead and open a box. I've had these boxes kind of like sitting around in my closet. I don't know, I kind of wanted to kind of make an investment in them, but I said I'll open one box, and just for fun. I think the world of Magic the Gathering is pretty chaotic, so I was like, I don't know how much a lot of these boxes are going to go up anymore, unfortunately. So let's just open it. There's kind of a mediocre rare. Wow, that's like the first mediocre rare that we've gotten. Another foil, and again, foils meant something because they weren't just all over the place. They weren't just like everything I have is foil. And Ikoria is also good because it's, I mean, there's a lot of value in this set. That's the crazy thing. There's like, the only thing that's like super crazy valuable is the Ozolith, which is the thing that like when one of your permanents dies that has counters on it, you move the counters onto the Ozolith, and then when something else comes into play, you can move those counters onto it. That's the only thing with real value, but this set just has a lot of valuable cards. It's got Shark Typhoon, which we just pulled. It's got all the Triomes. It's got Dranith Magistrate, which is really big for CEDH. It's got these, what are these like cat beasts. There's this one. There's the artifact one that works well with artifacts. What's that one's name? I'll think of it. It's red and white. There's like some combo with Basalt Monolith. Maybe I'll post a picture of it. Zerda, that's the thing. I think it activated abilities of permanents you control costs colorless less to cast or something like that. So, yeah. And some of these tokens are worth a lot too. So, you know, just like good, like there's at least 15 rares in this set that are $5 or more. Now, the funny thing is in this set that there are like no commons or uncommons that are worth anything in this set. All the uncommons have been like reprinted. That is not a good rare. It's okay. So that's kind of silly, but whatever. Yeah, I think the only one is Bastion of Remembrance. That's the only uncommon that's, I think it's still $2 or $3, but everything else has been like reprinted or just lost value for some reason. I remember Sprite Dragon was a pretty good uncommon now. That got reprinted in one of the commander decks, and it's like 20 cents now or something. There's Reconnaissance Mission. That went up to $1 or something. Same thing, got reprinted. Now it's like 30 cents maybe. So, oh, there we go. Indatha Triome. That is a full art Triome. Very nice. Look at that. And this, you know, this is like how you make alternate arts and reskins like special, when they're kind of rare and they just look really nice. You get this full border. You know, it's not like every pack you have 10 different, you know, showcases and 10 different alternate arts, full arts. Like, this is a special card, right? Looks really nice. Super excited to like just pull that. So, oh wow, look, 2 foil lands back to back. The foils mean something. It's really good. Like, look at that. I mean, this is actually a really good box overall. I mean, two mythics, both of which are good mythics. Yeah, this is a really good box. Wow, this is pretty silly. Oh, nice. There's a shark token. These shark tokens are like $2 or $3 each. I was looking at TCG Player. Now, I don't know if they actually sell for that much, but that's what the lowest listing was, like $2 or something like that. So pretty neat. If you have any of those in your bulk, definitely dig them up. But yeah, I'm putting all my commons and uncommons to the side because like they are not really worth anything, which is pretty funny. Yeah, because again, wow, okay, Indatha, didn't I just? That's crazy. I feel like this happened with Capenna too. So half of the Triomes were printed in Ikoria, and then half were printed in Capenna. And the Capenna was the same thing. Like, I would get these duplicates. Like, I literally just got Indatha Triome. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm happy to have 2 Triomes. I don't care what they are, but it's weird that they are duplicated like that. So anyway, this is a really good box. and that's the thing. It's just like there's so many rares in this set that have value in them, like real value. Again, I think it's like at least 10 rares are worth over $5. You have a good amount of mythics that are valuable. So it's just like so easy to be happy with the box, because it's not like, oh, we're looking for one of 2 cards, and if you don't get those 2 cards, the whole thing's worthless. Geruda, these are the companion cards. Yeah, like there's like a lot of interesting. I don't know if I forget if this card is worth anything. I don't think so. Maybe it's $1 or something, but it's definitely not one of the cards I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for all the Triomes. Drannith Magistrate, of course. I'm trying to maybe get into EDH, and I'm trying to put together a mono white deck. So of course, Drannith Magistrate has to be in it, and I don't have one. And I was like, oh well, if I can pull one out of this box, that'd be good. And again, it's a rare, so it's not like super unlikely that I'm going to get one. Frondland, Faladar. Creatures you control with vigilance have. Nah, that's kind of stupid. Zenith Flare, and again, I can keep these foils because foils mean something. Yay! Look at that art on this pack. So yeah, and this whole block is, you know, it's interesting, and like they haven't really gone up. You know, Ikoria, you can still get a box of Ikoria for like 120-ish on TCG Player, give or take. I think the biggest increase in this block is Throne of Eldraine, which is maybe like 140-ish now, something like that, maybe 140, 150. And that, because that set really has like some bangers in it. It's got Brazen Borrower, which like changed, like, I mean, that was like a staple in Standard at the time, which is still good. I'm still surprised Brazen Borrower, I think it's still like $15 or something like that, which I don't know why, because it's really just a Standard card. I guess in Modern it's still decent, but so there's Brazen Borrow. Of course, the Great Henge was in that Chulane. Corvold came out in Eldraine, so you know Eldraine has like the big hitter mythics, right? Ironically, actually, Ikoria, as good as the rares are, and as cool as some of these artworks are, like, oh, there you go. There's Bastion of Remembrance. I'm actually going to put that, like, Bastion of Remembrance is worth just as much as a lot of the, whoa, and there's Drannith Magistrate. Okay, so that's very cool. So we got the two, like, some of the best cards in the set, Drannith Magistrate and Bastion of Remembrance. Yeah, so Bastion of Remembrance is worth more than a lot of the rares in the set, except for Drannith Magistrate, of course. So this is a nice box. This is a nice box. And we're not even, like, maybe we're halfway through it. So we have a lot of work to do here, folks. We got a lot of cards to open. So overall, yeah, so, you know, this was the set that held a lot of value in the rares, and then Eldraine had a lot of value in the mythics. You know, your big chase mythics. Great Henge is still like a $60 card or whatever it is. Yeah, some of these ultimatums are, or is this? No, this is like the worst ultimatum. The Inspired Ultimatum, the worst ultimatum. So interesting stuff. So hopefully, again, the big hope here is we can get the Ozolith and really go out with a bang on Ikoria. This will certainly be the first, last, and only box of Ikoria I open. So hopefully we can make it a good one. Let me know what you think of these, like, kind of what I'm calling birthday editions. Not my birthday, but the birthday of the set. And again, Ikoria is such a weird set to say, like, when it was released because of COVID. Again, I think it was originally slated for the 24th, and then some regions got it earlier, and some regions got it later, and then nobody was actually playing in person, so it got released. This was kind of a cool concept where you, like, if you pay a certain color for the colorless mana, you get a different effect. I think this is, I don't think it's worth too much. But yeah, it's so hard to say when the, like, birthday of this set was because of the way COVID, like, screwed it all up. So, but anyway, I think you get the point, right? Like, this is kind of intended to be a birthday edition for the set. So let me know what you think of this birthday, like, edition, like, if it helps you to kind of reminisce a little bit and look back and say, like, what was I doing 3 years ago when this set came out? I mean, I think 3 years ago when this set came out in April of 2020, nobody was in a really good spot, right? That was like right at the beginning of COVID, and probably a lot of people worried about kind of what's going to go on in the world and how things were changing. But, like, Oh, I think I actually needed that for my mill deck. Weirdly enough, that silly little turtle. Lore Dracus. Is that the rare? No. Labyrinth Raptor. I have no idea what this is. But let me know. So, I mean, you know, so looking back on Ikoria, where we were when Ikoria came out, probably nobody was in a great spot. But let me know in general if you like this idea of doing like birthday style pack openings. I was thinking of doing one for, I don't want to spoil too much, but for Modern Horizons actually. So Modern Horizons came out in June 2021 or July 2021, summer 2021. I know that. I know it was 2021, and even that's like, oh my God, that was almost 2 years ago already. And that was a big set too. So I was thinking about doing something like that. So let me know in the comments, like if there's any, oh nice, another Bastion of Remembrance. I'll put that there. Colossus, this is worth like $1 or something. And I'm thinking of making a big stompy deck anyway, so I'll keep that off to the side. But let me know what you think of that, like doing a, I don't even know what you call it. Yeah, like just birthday pack opening, like, do you feel like this is a little more special than just random box that I decided to open? Like the fact that I'm doing it on the anniversary of the box, do you think that's more enjoyable? I gotta move some of these commons and uncommons off to the side. Hold on. Okay, we're good. But yeah, I just thought this would be a fun thing to do. Again, 3 years ago. I really can't believe that Ikoria came out 3 years ago. Again, this was like just as I was like thinking about, ooh, Fiend Artisan, very nice. One of the best mythics. And wow, this is such a good box. This is really a good box. Like, let's look at that for a second. Haven't gotten a foil in a long time. And we still have like, I don't even know. No, I'm not even halfway through it yet. Maybe just over halfway. I'm still like 18 packs left or something like that. It's like three stacks of six packs over here. So wow, this is a good box. Go through these a little bit. Oh, is this the same guy from Cathartic Reunion? Oh, I never noticed that. Huh. I'll try to find let me keep this on top. And if I stumble upon a Cathartic Reunion, we can do a little comparison. Dire Tactics, Obosh, one of the companions. This doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna keep my little Forbidden Friendship. That sounds a little weird. Forbidden Friendship, ew, gross. It's a guy with a dinosaur thing. But yeah, I want to see if that's the same. Oh, Fertilid came out in this set? No way. I didn't realize that. I know that's been reprinted in a couple Commander decks. I didn't realize that came out in this set. Maybe it's a reprint in this set too, but wow. Okay. Ooh, Chittering Harvester. Oh, that's just the uncommon. Keep that guy to the side. Sea Dasher Octopus with a Mutate. You know, I don't have a Mutate deck. I've never even, weirdly enough, like I never even considered making a Mutate deck. Not that I don't like it. I don't know why. I just never like thought of it. It's a cool thing. It's a cool concept. I mean, you can definitely stacks, like the way, I think one of the Commander decks in like 2020 was Mutate deck, right? There was a Mutate deck, a Cycling deck, a couple others. I don't know why I never thought of, just never really, I don't know. Slither Wisp when you cast on a spell. Oh, it's pretty decent. You can make a whole deck with one. You know what the tricky thing is though? Vidalcan Orrery says like you can cast spells as though they had flash. I don't think like things like a lot of those spells that say you may cast this as if it had flash, I don't think technically it would trigger this because they don't have flash. You just cast it as if it had flash. So I feel like they wouldn't trigger that. And so a lot of the things that you think like, oh, I'll build a deck around this. Oh, this is not even a legendary. Oh, never mind. You can't even build a deck around it. Never mind. Scratch that. But even if you put it in a deck with a lot of flash in it, I don't think that would be very... Yeah, I don't think that would be very effective. I'm just trying to think. Because, yeah, like a lot of, like, Leyline of Anticipation, Vidalcan Orrery, I have to check the wording of those because I think they just say you may cast spells as if they had flash. I don't think it says, like, all the spells in your hands have flash, right? So, anyway, just a little like side note, little things that I think about as I read these cards and stuff. So, starting to get a lot of trash. That's the thing with these draft boxes, like the trash really stacks up on the sides. So, Rumbling Rock, Convolute, Monstrous Step, Boneyard, Lurker, Zagoth, Mamba. Oh, there's another Colossal. That's the last good rare that we got. Yeah, so it was weird. Like, the box started off really strong, like just a lot of crazy stuff, and now it's kind of been like, okay, cool. Okay, fine. So let's see if we can keep this up. And then, yeah, so I was thinking about maybe opening Eldraine, but like honestly, a lot of the stuff in Eldraine I don't really want. Like Great Henge is just, it's just one of those cards that you could just go nuts and like want to put a Great Henge in like all of your green decks. And I get afraid of those cards because I know if I put it in one of my green decks, I'll be like, well, I need one for all my green decks now. And then it's like, I have how many green decks, and now I need to get a copy of Great Henge for all my green decks. It's like, okay. So, you know, any of those kind of like very staple-y cards, even like, even Rhystic Study, right? Like, oh, I want a Rhystic Study for all my blue decks, but it's like, now it's like $40. I got a few, oh, there's Recon. I don't even know, that's not even that good anymore, but I'll put it off to the side. Oh, we just got this. Getting duplicates. Yeah, even like Rhystic Study. I mean, I got a few of them when they were like 10 or 15 bucks a couple of years ago. Now they're like 40 already, and they've been reprinted in both jump starts. They got a secret lair, and they're still going up in price. So we'll see. I wonder if we're ever gonna get like Rhystic Study in like a Commander Precon or something like that. Like I wonder if we'll get that Point Bonder's Enclave. That's good. Okay, now we're down to about 10 packs. We've gotten pretty mediocre pulls recently. Of one mine, the Dranith Stinger. Hold on, a little technical difficulty. There we go. Okay, we're good. Keep going. So again, let me know, what was your like chase card in Ikoria also? Let me know how you did with your Ikoria boxes. And what is this? Archipelagor. Oh, Sea Dasher Octopus, cool. Nice little full art. Not crazy card, but whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Nothing too crazy. Dranith Healer. No, I don't want Dranith Healer. I want Dranith Magistrate. I mean, we already have a Dranith Magistrate, so I can't complain, but I could take another Dranith Magistrate. There's our Forbidden Friendship again, but now we just need the other one, the wasn't it? Now I can't even think of the name of the card. I know I remembered it before. Anyway, let's see how we do here. General's Enforcer, Hunted Nightmare, Rare Swamp, and a token. I'm pretty sure a lot of these tokens really are not worth anything. Feather Beast, there we go. I'm pretty sure the only tokens that are worth anything are those shark tokens, and I'm pretty sure we've only gotten one. Now, some of these tokens are double-sided, but I'm pretty sure. Okay. Lava Serpent. Getting down. Migratory Greathorn. And Cunning Nightbounder. We've gotten all the Mythos now. Companion. Okay, interesting. Companion token. A lot of bulk. Okay, getting down to the last 6 or 7 packs now. How are we going to do? Can we get the Ozolith? Can we pull the Ozolith out of this already pretty good box? So I know I'm asking a lot here, but I would like to not have to buy an Ozolith because I'm doing the logical thing, right? I am opening packs instead of buying singles. So I should get the things I need, right? Let's go Divine Arrow, Imposing Ventasaur. Let me know how your pulls were back in this. If you remember what your pulls were way back when Ikoria came out. What did you get? Ooh, there we go, Sprite Dragon. Nice little 50-cent uncommon. I think this is actually a decent uncommon. Oh, there's Kahira. So I'm stacking up my whole pulls row with a bunch of commons and uncommons that I'm pulling at the last minute. Blade Banish. Keep Safe. Again, like, it's kind of annoying that the commons and uncommon slots in this set are worth 0. Like, really 0. It's pretty bad, but... Anyway, Cheville, so there's probably our last mythic, not one of the ones that really anybody's looking for, but we did already get like some of the best mythics in the box. The only other mythic I'm really looking for is Luminous Broodmoth. It's good for like a sacrifice deck, bring everything back, sacrifice it again, you know. So we'll see. All right, getting down to our last few packs. Wow, look at all these Colossifications. Ooh, a shiny Colossification. I now have 3 Colossifications out of this box. Ruinous Ultimate. I think this is the best Ultimatum. But yeah, I mean, you know, good cycle of cards. The Ultimatums, the Triomes. Definitely you can see why this set will, I think, maintain its value. Certainly maintain, because it just got a nice spread of different value. Right, the Triomes, the Ultimatums, you got these like Triome Magistrate, Shark Typhoon, like a lot of little things that just sort of like add up and are worth something. And again, like I get a foil Colossification. Oh, Lutri, he's banned in Commander, I think, right? So he's worthless. Okay, last 2 packs. We got, did we pull her before? I think we did. And of course, our Kogla, Big Gorilla. So can we get Ozolith? Forbidden Friendship, but we're not getting the Cathartic Reunion that I want to see if this is the same guy. I know we did pull a Cathartic Reunion in this box. We just haven't pulled it since we've gotten the Forbidden Friendship. Okay. How are we going to do? Second to last pack. Oh, we got 5 mythics. Again, I don't think this is one of the better mythics, but still not going to complain. 5 mythics in a box is definitely above average. All right, our last pack of Ikoria. Can we pull an Ozolith? We've already done pretty well with this box, but let's see what we can get. We'll go through this one nice and slow, do some up close. Tentative Connection. Solid. Solid Footing. Frost Veil. Oops, I don't want to have any technical difficulties here in the last few seconds. Sorry. Cavern Whisperer. Humble Naturalist. Aegis Turtle again. Mysterious Egg. Corpse Churn. Thwart the Enemy. Sanctuary Lockdown. Footfall Crater. Okay, now we're getting, I think this is our foil. Nope, next one's our, oh, there's our rare Voracious Great Shark. And what's going to be our foil? Do we have a foil? We do not. Okay. Oh well, so no Ozolith, but we did overall get some really good stuff. I got a minute left in this video that I'm allowed to film on this camera, but we'll go through these pretty quickly. A foil Colossification, which is pretty awesome, I gotta say. Sprite Dragon, some like good little rares here and there. 2 Colossifications right in a row. Triome Magistrates, one of the big rares that we wanted. 2 Indatha Triomes, but nothing else Triomes-wise. And little other things, Song of Creation and Shark Typhoon. So some pretty fun stuff along with our 5 mythics, which is pretty awesome. So overall, I would say this is a pretty above average box. Oh wait, just realized I forgot to open the box topper. So I'm actually filming this after I just finished my last video, or I finished the whole video. And then I looked at my box topper, I was like, oh my gosh, I never opened this. So let's see what we get together. Is it gonna be anything super fun and interesting? We got a foil King Caesar Ancient Guardian. Very nice, cool to see these foil full art Godzilla style cards. Anyway, back to the normal video. Let me know what you got in your Ikoria box. I'd love to hear more about it. Also, let me know what you think of these sort of birthday, like celebrating the release date of a set. Let me know if you want to do more of these. Anyway, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you saw today. Come back for more Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic the Gathering product reviews, card openings, vintage and modern products, all that good stuff. Hope to see you next time, and thanks for watching.